Tuesday edition here of the Payoff Pitch. Thank you guys for joining us here on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm, of course, Jason. He's, of course, the Hockey Squirrel. We're going to talk to today's MLB slate with you, powered by BetUS, a fantastic sportsbook. You can find them down in this video description. Hop on over to BetUS and check out how awesome they are. Let's go ahead and just jump right on into today's show. First inning, we call it Quick Hits. We want to know what's on Squirrel's mind today. What's up, buddy?
It wasn't great yesterday, was it? For either of us, I don't think, but
we did not win a bet yesterday. No, sir. Right.
I'm not overly worried, though. I think going into yesterday, I want to say for the month of August, I was up around 11 units.
Yeah, we're still killing it. One day, nobody, viewing audience knows how the ebbs and flows are. You know what, though, Squirrel? One day before this MLB season is over, though, I'm going to put out like a 20-play card because once again, yesterday, my leans hit. I had both of those guys in that parlay to get a hit. They got a hit. I said Ohtani would get a home run. Ohtani got a home run. We both liked the Diamondbacks on that money line. That came through for both of us. I like the over in that game. That came through for us. The only lean that I can think off the top of my head that didn't hit, and it was so fittingly, Pablo Lopez under 5.5 Ks. What did he do to his last batter? Same shit that's gone against me all season long. Only just strike out the last batter he faces. So, not all the leans, of course, cash, but it was crazy how many just leans we had that cash. So one day I'm gonna have like a 20-card play, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Let me tell you. All right, let's go ahead and jump on in this second inning. We talk around the bases here. We take a couple of games, we break them down, and we gave you guys some bets along the way. So let's have Squirrel kick it off. What's up, Dal?
Sure. Well, after the show, I did, my all my bets that I gave out here, and the only thing in addition that I added to it that wasn't on the show was the St. Louis Cardinals run line and the over. Those are both very viable options once again here today. However, I think I will skip the Cardinals on the run line and just take the over. I don't know if I trust Dakota Hudson as much. Justin Dunn, not familiar with very, very much. You throw a 10-mile-an-hour plus wind on top of it. I expect runs from, both sides. But as we saw, the Cardinals can do enough damage to hit it on their own if they want. So it is a higher total, but I don't think you should or need to be afraid of it at 10.5. I think that's even odds as well, plus 100 there for the over 10.5 in the Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds.
I like it. Justin Dunn's terrible. Cardinals absolutely crushing right-handed pitching really all season long. Dunn's terrible. 4 starts. He's gotten hit in all 4 of them. I almost gave out the Cardinals F5 team total, and hell, I don't even know why I didn't give it out. So maybe I'll add it for the end of the show because Cardinals just hit right-handers, and Dunn is terrible. So love that over. And, yeah, the Cardinals can take care of it all on their own, and your Cardinals are getting 9 bats. So fantastic play there, Squirrel. Hey, what about those Rays taking on the Marlins? I'm going to hop on that Rays run line at even money. This one checks all 3 boxes for me, so I'm willing to do the run line. It's got a big gap in terms of hitting. You want to talk about just a massive discrepancy. I'll go ahead and pull it up here. The Marlins are hitting a league worst 138 against left-handers, and that's a really nice size batting sample size of 132 plate appearances. So love that. You got to go all the way near the top to find the Rays. They're hitting 270. We love that. The Rays are slugging 409. Heck, the Marlins are only slugging 276. The Marlins also striking out the most versus left-handed pitching at 31.1%. So we know we get the hitting advantage. We get the starting advantage with McClanahan versus Luzardo, no doubt about that one. And we get the bullpen advantage. Marlins bullpen continues to sit in the bottom 10 of the league, and the Rays are above the league average. So better starter, better hitting, better bullpen. Check, check, check. I'll take that
Papa
Rays
John's
run line at even money.
That was funny, huh? Okay. Let's move along then. I'm noticing a lot of wind today in a lot of games, really. 14, 15 miles an hour. Just really the only difference is the direction in which it's blowing. Just as a side note, something I was looking at, I don't trust the Tigers particularly, but they are 14 miles an hour blowing out. So only over under of 7.5 there if it's something you're interested in looking at, but I don't know how much you trust the bats there either. Kirby against Manning. To do another thing, I guess I was looking at systematically would have been, let's talk about maybe the Phillies. The only thing I feel like you really particularly have to worry about might be Zach Gallen here, but he's going against Aaron Nola. Systematically, anyway, comes up for me with the Phillies. I know you said you liked them yesterday. What would the reason be not to like them today?
Yeah, we both liked them today. I just they don't have the hitting advantages like they did yesterday. I thought they had a big little advantage there against left-handed pitching. Diamondbacks we've liked a lot into this season against left-handers. Like the Diamondbacks yesterday, don't like them as much. I would lean Phillies certainly getting the win.
Yeah, I absolutely would as well. I think the only thing to be afraid of there is Zach Gallen, but um, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
fine.
if
Nola can
you
cancel
know.
him out.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if the rest of the team, the batting order, is going to deliver for Zach Gallen um, as much as the Phillies would.
Yeah. Coming off, remember we cashed that Gallen's last start at Diamondbacks F5 money line, so a guy we know really well who'll keep the game low scoring. Nola should keep the game low scoring. All right, it's a good one. I want to move over to this Astros versus Rangers game and get in a plus money bet. I'm backing the Rangers in this spot with the team total in the F5 of over 1.5 at plus 150. So Rangers F5 team total over 1.5 runs at plus 115. This is going to be their fourth time seeing Framber, Valdez. They have not cashed this bet in any of those previous three times. Valdez has really just stuck it to this Rangers team. So why am I willing to do it today? Well, I looked up those three times when they faced Valdez earlier to look up their stats versus left-handed pitching. They were nowhere near where they are right now. They're hitting 333, they're slugging 529, and their OPS is 912, and they're only striking out 11.7%. That's why I'm willing to do it, because when I compared the 10 days prior to each of the first three times they faced them, was nowhere near this hot for his left-handers. The Rangers are averaging 2.57 runs through the first 5 innings. They're averaging 2.67 runs in their last 3 games in the first 5. So I'm going to take a chance here at plus money. I know this pitcher has obviously handled the Rangers easily in his 3 times, but they're coming in just crushing left-handed pitching. I'm going to hope we can scrape 2 across in the first 5 and get a good plus money bet. All right, shut up and pitch. That's what we do here in the 3rd inning. Let's give these guys some pitching props. Who you got there?
What about McClanahan to go over the strikeout total against a terrible Miami offense? I love that one as far as the strikeout rates for Miami go as well. 26% in the last 2 weeks just against anything, and it goes up over 30 against specifically left-handers. You look at Shane McClanahan on his game log. Who is up there with Miami? It is the LA Angels. So you get a comparable batting order, statistically anyway. And he just went against them on August 24th, the LA Angels, that is, and recorded 9 strikeouts against a similar team in statistics. And the Miami Marlins are actually doing slightly worse in the strikeout category than the Angels are. I really don't mind it there. I know what we're getting, at least on the mound for the Rays. You may say, oh, it kind of seems like a lot, 7.5, but I think you'd be surprised when these totals, whether it be a full game total for runs like 10.5 for the Cardinals, and you kind of hesitate, or when there's those games at the Coors Field for the Rockies and they're at over under 12, and you want to take the under immediately because it just seems like a lot of runs, they cash more than you would think. So I will go ahead and take the over 7.5 there for McClanahan on the strikeout prop.
All right. Well, due to that great analysis, you've reduced me to only having one pitching prop today, because I was also on Shane McClanahan over 7.5 Ks. It's coming off games in which he had 9 and 8 Ks. Yeah, he should actually get that. It's what day it is?
Mitch Keller?
Yeah, it's Mitch Keller day, folks. I'm going to try and put a square peg in a round hole, because we've bet 19 of his starts. We have 16 cashes. I don't know how great this bet is, but the square peg is going in the round hole, damn it. I'm going to force it and push it and shove it in there. I'm taking him over 15.5 outs at minus 115. The Pirates need some length today. Bryce Wilson only went 3 innings yesterday. They haven't even named a starter tomorrow. They need him to give them some length. He's cashed this in 12 of his 21 starts. Brewers right now are decent versus right-handers, so maybe you do over 5.5 hits allowed. He walks too many batters, so that puts me off that one. He seems to just kind of wiggle out of trouble. He's done decently lately in
Yep.
terms of not cashing F5 overs. We got his last start. Remember, we did Braves F5 team total. But that took an error by the first baseman to get us that cash. Otherwise, we don't get a cash. So we got lucky. So he seems to wiggle his way out. If they need length today, all right, it's the cash cow over 15.5 outs at minus 115. All right, so, and then, McClanahan was my other one. So we'll just go to long shots, where I went 2-0 yesterday on my long shots. Padres came through for the people, and Diamondbacks came through for the people. Let's see if we can't give them some plus money winners today, Squirrel. Which ones you got lined up?
I think this happened exactly the last time Mitch Keller pitched. I just have to take them. Pittsburgh Pirates on a money line as. Again, they pop up on systems. It is Jason Alexander for one thing, so it's not like a Corbin Burns day versus Mitch Keller. I wouldn't probably be taking them then, in that scenario. But I do think that they hold potential to get it done. If you're looking at the other, underdogs, here's the thing, man. Yeah. I gave out a 2-unit play on the show yesterday, and that was a plus 100. It went to minus 115 and is now plus 110. What the hell is going on here? If I look at the money distribution of the game currently, right now, 30% of bets are on San Francisco Giants, but 60 or 70% of the money is on the San Francisco Giants. So the line is moving backwards. So reverse line movement. This is what I would call a reverse line movement. Let me get you the actual exact numbers of the money distribution. It is 38% of bets, 69% of the money. So the actual dollars is about 70% on the Giants. Yet the line is moving towards more underdog, right? Mm-hmm. Makes zero sense. 62% of the bets, obviously, then are on the Padres. So is that some sort of weird public trap? I guess we'll see. I just couldn't believe yesterday that I was seeing them at plus 100. I did not think that they would hold there at all. Mm-hmm. The reason being, really, and coming off of a loss yesterday, I don't know if that makes this any more favorable. I would think coming off of a loss, I guess, probably back a home team after a loss. But I don't know.
You probably have a system on that, not me.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, 1 sec. So in 2022 and here. So at home this year, the Giants are 10 wins and 4 losses when Logan Webb starts.
Okay.
I mean, it's particularly when Logan Webb is at home that this team rarely loses. Then on the other side of that, you have Blake Snell, who's capable of walking, 6 guys in a game. We've seen the command issues from Blake Snell. It's nothing that I would trust. I'm kind of dumbfounded that the game is at more plus money than yesterday, even after seeing that initial shift of 15 cents to being a favorite. Something's weird with the line. I have to stick with my bet, though. So I am still on the 2-unit of the San Francisco Giants. I guess just be warned that there's some weird stuff going on with the line, but it is still something that I'm going to stick to my word. I'm not backing out of the play now.
Okay, I've got 2 dogs. I want to go ahead and throw one of them out there. You've mentioned it, Giants. I like the Giants as well. And this is when you know you're really betting into the numbers. Yesterday we were on the Padres. Well, they crushed left-handed pitching. I ain't scared of Rodon. You're crushing left-handed pitching. I don't care who you are. I'm going to take it. So, yeah, I took the Padres yesterday. Well, today we're going to be on the opposite. We're going to be on the Giants because they've got the hitting advantages, and I think they've got the pitching advantage. So, all right, follow the stats. We'll back the Giants today at plus 110. Red Sox today are another good dog, taking on the Twins. Chris Archer's on the mound, folks. Cashed his last start, obviously, against the Astros. We know him well. Once again, well, I'll dig in him a little bit later. I've actually got another bet here on the Red Sox coming up. But, yeah, Red Sox today are a great dog against the Twins at plus 115. All right, keep swinging time. I was on fire on this category yesterday. Like I said, cashing the 2 players, cashing the home run prop. So I'm going to do it again today. I got 2 guys that you can put in a parlay to get a hit. And, of course, it's at plus money. It's Eloy Jimenez whatever the hell his name is, and you're going to be like, dude, don't you live in Chicago? You don't even know this guy's name? Yeah, I don't know what's this guy's name. Jimenez.
You were
Seven,
really close. It's Eloy, but yeah,
Eloy.
you were
Okay,
very close.
7 for 13 against Brady Singer. That's 539 and only one strikeout. We know this guy's going to put that bat on that ball, so we love that. Go ahead and parlay him with a guy in that same game. His name's Salvador Perez. He's 10 for 28 against Lucas Giolito. That's 357, and he's only got 2 Ks in those 28 at-bats, so another guy that's going to be putting that bat on the ball. And if you want another little home run sprinkle, see if we can't cash another one. Let's just stay with that same game. What about Michael Taylor? Has 3 hits off Giolito. 2 of those 3 hits have gone for home runs, so I think he's a good sneaky pick against Giolito if you're looking for any home run props. Anything for you?
Yeah, I do have a guy that I like, but I don't see it populated quite yet in the sports book. It will be Marcell Ozuna against whoever the hell I was just looking at. I was 1 second. Jose Urena of the Rockies there, and no, he's done decent. 9 at-bats, 5 hits. So there's only a couple of batters that have been populated in that game so far. Once you said home runs, I started kind of digging around, seeing what I could find there. And you had said yesterday, I think, Ohtani for a home run. Looks like you have a potential again there for him to get another one against Jameson Taillon. Potentially. He's had 7 at-bats, 2 hits, and those 2 hits look like they've been 2 home runs. Then are the Yankees at home? Because that does give you a short porch if they are. They are not. Okay. Well, never mind then what I just said. Don't worry about it.
Shohei don't need no short porch. He's the MVP, dog. Short porch, long porch. That ball's going. Yo! Straight on out of this sucker.
If you were looking just for a hit from Shohei, let's see. Nope. Minus 270 for that. Let's go with the over 1.5 total bases. Then would be plus 105 if you're not looking for a home run. So yeah, I'll take that.
6th inning. It's a steal. Got to give these guys a steal today, Squirrel. What you got on today that's a steal?
Well, I was hoping to have more movement in my favor on that Giants game. Would have been my steal, I think. Now that I'm looking at it, though, I'm starting to think that the Rays on the run line is a steal, to be honest with you today. It's got to be close to even odds, is it not? Probably minus 110, minus 105. Yep. So, yeah, I will go ahead and say that that's going to be a steal. I know you didn't write it down as an official play of mine, but I think it will make it here after the show. So I will say it's a steal.
All right, I want to go ahead and hit the guys with 2 Nerfies today. I think there's 2 Nerfies. One of these I've bet you got to hang around till the end of the show to find out which one of these 2 Nerfies made my official card. First one we want to talk about is Rays and Marlins. Got McClanahan on the mound, 7 runs and 24 starts, bringing 27 Ks along with that. And then also got Luzardo on the mound there for the Marlins, 3 runs at 11 starts, 19 Ks, cashed his last start in the Nerfie. They're taking on the Athletics, I believe it was. Marlins struggling again versus left-handers, only hitting 138, and that's, again, at 132 at-bat, so that's no small sample size. So we'll go ahead and do the Nerfie. They're in Rays and Marlins. And what about Mariners-Tigers? Mariners-Tigers, George Kirby's allowed 8 runs and 18 starts with 18 Ks. Matt Manning's allowed 2 runs and 7 starts with 6 Ks. And the 2 teams ranked 9th and 28th in runs scored in the first inning. So Rays, Marlins, Mariners, Tigers, 2 best Nerfies of the day. Find out in the 9th inning which one I actually bet. Let's move it to the 7th inning. We call it coming to a stretch. There's your best bet on the board today, Squirrel. Which one is it?
It's going to be the Giants. I just wanted to stop and take a second to look at some of the comments here. We have Michael Shumate. Rangers, 83% of the money. I like a lot of the dogs today. Baltimore, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Texas, and a sprinkle on the Marlins. The reason I think they're saying that is due to the money distributions, which I saw a ton on the underdogs. That they just have been hitting. They just absolutely have. Those underdogs, ever since I went to Chicago this weekend, I mean, the Marlins won with Alcantara. That was a plus 170. The Cleveland Guardians won while I was there because I hit that. It was plus 160. Obviously, the Baltimore Orioles have been plus 150. Just a ton of them have been hitting. Even look at yesterday. I think the Blue Jays lost again, which you were nervous about, right?
No, they won.
The
They won in
Yankees.
extras.
I
They
think the
won in
Yankees.
extras.
Oh, did they? Okay, well, they were losing. I mean, it's been sketchy, or they've been losing. I think the Yankees lost, right? Just a lot of these underdog games have been absolutely cashing. So it does not particularly surprise me that the money's there. I just don't know in every case. I think today, for what I've singled out, you have one of them listed here as Pittsburgh, the other one being the Giants. I obviously like. Texas, I'm not seeing. Oh, here, Dane Dunning against Fran Valdez. I don't think I like that, but you never know.
Take the over. If you actually think the Rangers can win, which I do, I'm backing their F5 team total. Just take the over because Dane Dunning's dog shit. He's so bad.
I think your viable options though today of where the money is going to be the Pirates and the Giants, but that's just my opinion. So
okay.
Anyway, my best bet, yes, is the Giants still. I have to hold true to that with Logan Webb and his home statistics, his home trends. Whenever he's on the mound, and you give me, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to call him the worst Padres pitcher. I'm not thinking of anyone worse that I would like to see on the mound if I'm going against him than Blake Snell. Just a terrible left-hander. So that's that pick.
It's been terrible since he showed up. Since the day he showed up in San Diego, he's been bad. Hey, I think this is the first time on the show your best bet's been a 2-unit bet, and my best bet's also been a 2-unit bet. I'm going to that Red Sox Twins game. Red Sox F5 team total over 1.5 runs is what it'll be. We're fading Chris Archer again. You guys remember we cashed it in his last start against the Astros. Again, its outs prop is 14.5. We laughed last week when it was at 13.5. I think to recall, I think that cashed. But either way, it's at 14.5 again, just super low. The Red Sox are hot versus right-handers, hitting 301, slugging 461, and an OPS of 797. They averaged 2.52 runs in the first 5 innings. They're averaging 3.33 runs in the last 3 games. And this bet cashed last night when they faced the Twins. And, so we'll go ahead and fade Chris Archer. Got no problem doing that. This should have been 2.5 at plus money. It should not have been at 1.5. So, all right, that's the best bet of the day. 2-unit play, double play. We got to give these guys a parlay today. What's your parlay today, Squirrel?
You could go with a Rays Astros money line. Would give you a plus 140. I just don't see Dane Dunning and the Rangers doing it.
Okay.
Rays and something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Rays and Cardinals. That's the one I would do probably. Rays and Cardinals or Rays and the over in the Cardinals. That's a great system on the Cardinals as of yesterday. So the money line was 80% projected. The run line was 70% projected, which is why I took the run line. And then the over is 58% on the same exact system. So that's why I took the run line and the over yesterday, and both ended up hitting. Staying away from the run line and whatnot today because of Dakota Hudson more so, particularly. I still think the Cardinals win just because Justin Dunn and anything out of the Reds bullpen is completely trash. Yeah. I will go ahead and say a Cardinals money line and a Rays money line, although I think you could play the over equally as well in that game of the Cardinals.
Yeah, I like your Rays pick. I'm obviously not going to use that one because I don't like the double dip, and that doesn't do our viewing.
Yeah, don't do that.
It doesn't give our viewers any value if I say the Rays in a parlay when I'm already on the run line. So we'll do Dodgers and Braves. How about that? Dodgers and Braves. Braves taking on Urena. Should crush them. God, daggone, these guys are so bad. And the Dodgers right now versus the Mets. They're taking on the Mets, but the Mets can't hit left-handers right now. Dodgers crushing right-handers. Bullpen-wise, if you get into the good arms, it's about a wash. So Braves, Dodgers, plus 111 for me. That'll be the parlay of the day. All right, let's go ahead and give out our official bets. And then we've got lots of questions from Adrian and Michael asking about some various teams. We'll hit all that in rapid fire. We'll make sure we give our opinion on who we think is going to win each game in rapid fire. So where are our bets at? There they are. All right, cool. So you can see which NRFI I picked. I picked that Mariners-Tigers. Mariners-Tigers is the NRFI that got mine. We got the cash cow in there, 2 F5 team totals, and that Rays run line to me. And then you're rolling with your 2-unit there on the Giants, the over, and you're going to add the Rays, so people should make sure they get down in this video description and get on over to Hockey Squirrel.
Yeah.
You're going to have the Rays.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And hey, you have an opportunity right now to grab the Giants at a +110. You can do 10 cents better if it's something that you either missed yesterday or didn't get in. Again, I expected to see the Giants more -130, -140, to be honest with you. But it is reverse line movement today. It absolutely is. The money is still there. I don't think there's really anything to be scared of. I'm not overly worried about it. And I don't think I have a reason to be. I mean, it's still the same thing as I analyzed yesterday. I don't see any weird shifts, weird injuries, weird, the starters have been pulled or swapped or anything like that. I just, it's just, I guess, simple sportsbook trap. I don't know other than that.
Okay.
But I don't see a reason for it to be that much of an underdog.
All right, let me get dialed in here in BetUS. And Squirrel, we got a lot of questions today on will teams win. So regardless of the juice, let's make sure we throw out a winner in every single matchup. Even if you maybe like the over more, let's throw out a winner, juice aside. So, all right, I'm pulling up BetUS. Here they are, live lines. We got the first game.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, Reds, over under of 10.5. Cardinals -215. Reds come in at +185. Cardinals for me. I like your over as well with Dakota Hudson. So I like the over in Cardinals on the money line.
Yep, and at least the system I have that I really like has done very well. Let me give you the numbers on that system, actually, because it's a very strong one.
Feed
but
me.
it is.
Feed me, dogs. Come on.
Just this. No. Sorry. Since 2018 till now, 101 wins, 25 losses. So that gives you 80.2 on the money line. The run line is 92 wins, 34 losses, gives you 73%. The over-under, 72 overs, 50 unders, so that's 59% towards the over. So that is why I'm recommending Cardinals either in a parlay for the money line. You could play the money line straight up with an 80% expectation, and pay the -215 if you want to, and it's still actually a good play. I mean, I know people want to avoid the juice as much as possible, but you absolutely could do so. But for a 7% differential, you might as well just play the run line and hope that they win by 2. And against Justin Dunn and the Reds, you might as well. Why not? Why wouldn't you think so? And for the over, if you're going to have a 59% chance at it historically since 2018, I don't mind that either, considering both pitchers and whatnot. I just took the over, but really anything to do with the Cardinals or the over. That's what I would do.
All right, Orioles and Guardians up next with an over-under of 8.5. Orioles +130, Guardians -150. I think the over-under on
Cleveland
this one.
Guardians.
I think this one's a little tough for me. I'm taking the Orioles at a +130. Let's go Orioles.
I'm taking the Guardians at -150, and I only say that because sit down. Hey.
I didn't realize I had the shirt on. I am on the Orioles today. The Guardians are struggling right now, folks. Take the Orioles.
Cool shirt. I got a cool shirt today. It's, let's see.
You got a squirrel.
It says Fat Squirrel, and it's a beer, I guess, that was made by New Glarus Brewing Company over in Wisconsin. I don't know if they make it anymore. I don't think they probably do, but cool. I found the shirt at a Goodwill for like $2. It was cool. So
love to see it. We get the Rays and Marlins with an over/under of 6.5. We've got the Rays at -200, Marlins +170. Yeah, I'm not entertaining the Marlins today. A couple people have said it in the chat. I want no part of the Marlins today.
No, and you have to believe that the total is so incredibly low, not because we don't expect the Rays to hit, but because we don't necessarily expect the Marlins to do anything. It's potentially a shutout game for them, so you're kind of betting on, are the Rays going to get 7 runs?
I'm not betting. This is one where you can pick a team to get a winner, and I'm picking the Rays to be the winner. Yeah, and they're doing it on that run line. Yep. Athletics Nationals, over-under of 8.5. We get -110 against -110. I'm taking the Athletics. They've got the advantages in the stats, so I will take Cole Irvin and the Athletics against those Nationals.
Just because it popped up in a system, I'll take the Nationals. It's not really due to anything statistically or whatnot. I haven't looked at any distributions or anything, but cool. Nationals is what I'll go with.
Cubs and Blue Jays, over under of 8. Cubs +185. Blue Jays -215. I don't understand all the love for the Blue Jays. They got lucky yesterday coming back from behind. I'm not backing this Blue Jays team. I mean, they came through for people yesterday, but that was super sweaty. Give me the Cubs at plus 185 with Stroman on the mound. I'll take it, and I'll also go ahead and take over 8.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if this was because I have underdog systems and I have fade systems, and if the fade system shows up for a team, that means obviously you fade them, and I think
Blue Jays
it was the Cubs on. It is the Cubs on a fade system. 28% on the whole season for that situation. Yeah.
So you're on the Blue Jays today?
Stroman has struggled a bit, if I remember right, since he came from the New York. What was it? New York Mets, right?
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done as well, or has he gotten better?
I mean, I don't know. No, it's fine.
Whatever. Give me a Blue Jays run line. Screw it. I'll take it.
Blue Jays run line. All right. Mariners, Tigers, over under of 7.5. Mariners minus 165. Tigers plus 140. This one's an easy pull for me, and it's Tigers at plus money. Tigers at plus money. They got
sure.
the
And if I'm expecting that, then I like the wind with it as well and everything. I think it was blowing 10 miles an hour out in Detroit, so I think I might take an over with this game.
Okay, I was gonna say I lean the under, so I lean Tigers money line and under 7.5.
We're just all over the place today, aren't we? I'm gonna start writing down our differences so I can just brag tomorrow.
Okay, good. Okay. Dodgers, Mets, over under 8.5. Dodgers minus 150. Mets plus 130. I'll take the Dodgers here at minus 150.
I will as well.
Let's go Rockies, Braves, over under of 8. Rockies plus 300. Braves minus 365. And we had a guy ask me, hey, what's your opinion on the Braves winning the game? Oh, Braves are minus 365.
If you need an opinion at minus 365, I don't know.
Nobody needs an opinion on that. I mean, it's Jose Urena. Come on, Daryl. Let's smack them Braves. Let's cash it. Even the run line's minus 165. Get on that Braves team total. Terrible bullpen for the Rockies. Urena's terrible. Yeah, but we're all on the Braves. I mean, yeah, it's minus 365. Red Sox, Twins, over under of 9. Red Sox plus 115. Twins minus 135. Look for the Red Sox to beat up on Chris Archer, getting those good bullpen arms, and upset those Minnesota Twins. I'll take the Red Sox at plus 115.
I was upset that I didn't get the over yesterday.
Yeah, you and me were chapped. You know why I'm really chapped? How many times do I sit in this chair and say, if I do an over, I'm doing the F5 over. Them bullpens, you can't hit them bullpens. And I got suckered into doing a full game over, and I paid for it because the F5 over cashed, and bullpens came out and shut the game down, which is what bullpens do. Because you see a guy for one inning, and he's out of there. That hurt loss. I let the people down yesterday. I don't even know why I did that. I just don't even. I'm trying to figure out what I can blame it on, and it's the only thing I can blame it on is me.
It's not the Squirrel. Don't blame it on
It's
Squirrel.
a bad move, so I let the people down.
Do you like the over today in the Red Sox and Twins?
Of course, we liked it yesterday. Why would we not like it today? Chris Archer and Crawford. Of course, we like the over again today.
That's what I'll do.
I'm like the F5 over. So you
shut up.
I'm taking the F5 over. All right, Astros Rangers over under of 7.5. This one feels like it's going way over if you get any production from the Rangers because Dane Dunning is terrible. I'm going over 7.5 easily, and I'm taking a bite on the Rangers at plus 130. They can actually hit Valdez. I ain't actually betting it, but I like the Rangers. You can see a path. You can see a path to the Rangers winning this game with how they're crushing left-handers right now.
I can, and then I look at Framber Valdez and I can't. Like I can and I can't. I don't know if I feel like I'm getting enough at plus 130. Like if I had a little more on the money line, I think I would actually put my money on it. I just don't know. As Michael said here in the chat, 83% of the money. So it's possible that that's already come down, and it has. It looks like it opened at plus 150.
Okay.
Best place to get that, I guess FanDuel still plus 142 somehow, if that's correct. Might not be too bad, but God, the systems and the sharp action, the money, everything's all over the Rangers, so I don't hate it. As I said, if I had more than plus 130, I would entertain it, but I think the value might be gone a little bit at that price now. But we'll say we'll take the Rangers to win the game then.
So you like an over 7.5 probably with myself?
Sure.
I mean, Dunning's terrible. All right, Royals.
Yeah, I
White.
mean,
Huh?
Houston's just not one of the teams to get shut out. They're
Yeah.
just not.
Royals, White Sox over under of 8. Royals plus 120. White Sox minus 140. This one to me, I'm taking the over, and I struggle to pick a winner. I guess I'm gonna go. Let me get a refresh on what these bullpen
I
stats
really
look like for
wanted
these
to
two
take the
teams.
White Sox here. As I say,
I'm taking the White Sox. Okay, that Royals bullpen is still second from the bottom of the tail. 6.19 ERA, a 4.41 WHIP, a 282 opponent's batting average, and a 324 BABIP. All right, I'll take the White Sox on the money line, but I don't feel comfortable about it. I certainly like the over a lot more.
there's a reason it didn't get onto my official card. If it was a little bit lower, again, kind of like the Rangers, I feel like I'm missing some sort of value. If this was minus 120, I'd probably be all over the White Sox. I wanted to say Brady Singer, Daniel Lynch, and Chris Bubich are the three guys that I generally really dislike off the Royals, but the best of them seems to be Brady Singer. I think
By far.
at
Why are
least
you
this
hating
year.
on Brady Singer? Why are you hating on Brady Singer?
Just I haven't liked him traditionally, but I have to recognize that this year, anytime
good.
I've tried to go against him, it hasn't gone particularly well. Not like Daniel Lynch or Chris Bubich, anyway, for me.
Right.
Definitely is the best of those three that I generally like to fade. Giolito is nothing special, I don't believe. So a minus 140 does feel like too much, although I think I would take them to win the game today, regardless of odds. So.
All right, we both like the White Sox in the over. Pirates and Brewers are up next with an over-under of 9. Pirates plus 155. Brewers minus 180. Keller versus Alexander. I will take the Brewers. Big win yesterday. Big win. Getting that home run in the 8th inning, coming right back, getting a walk-off shot in the 9th. That's going to carry them over today. Of course, we'll fade Mitch Keller in the cash cow. Give me that Brewers on the run line. Plus 110.
I'm going to take Pirates on the money line as I have just easy system play for them. Here's something really interesting. On the same underdog system, I have 70.4% on the run line. So this would be the plus 1.5. You're only paying minus 130 for it. But if I'm expecting it to be close like that, I'll just take my shot at the plus 155.
Okay.
But it is potential to take the plus 1.5. It's just I don't like the plus 1.5 in baseball like I do in hockey because it's just inherently like a way lower scoring game. Hockey is, right? And the only thing you generally have to worry about if you're losing is pulling the goalie in the last 2 minutes of the game. Baseball, man, I don't know. I mean, you can lose 20-5. It's just not like that's not a hockey score, Hockey is generally 2-3, 1-0. It's just lower scoring games, like soccer, right? It would make more sense in soccer to take a plus 1.5 than baseball. So, I mean, if they're gonna win, I think they're gonna win.
Not sure if you're blasting soccer on a baseball show, but do not do any. We will not have any of that disrespect up in here.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying it's a lower scoring game, right? Like hockey is a lower scoring game.
I got
you. You can't. Well, you can. I mean, it's just not likely that you're going to see a 20-5 score in soccer.
All right, we got 3 games to go. We got to catch these Yankees. Are taking on the Angels with an over-under of 8.5. Yankees minus 165. Angels plus 140. Just when you think the Yankees are maybe getting out of it, they lose 2 straight to the Athletics. Drop the opener here to the Angels. I don't know how you're backing the Yankees. They're clearly in a funk. Are they the better team? Are you getting the stats? Yes, but the team is just not playing good. You got Mike Mayers on the mound, a bullpen guy, now converted starter. He's not going to be pitching probably into the 5th inning, maybe not into the 6th inning. So I will take a stab at the over 8.5 runs.
Yankees run line, particularly run line.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. We were picking a winner in every game. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going Yankees, right? If I had to pick, let me just look at the numbers here for half a second.
Yep, you are. Nope, you are. Phillies and Diamondbacks. I'll take the Phillies.
I'm going Angels. They've actually got better numbers right now versus right-handed pitching. I'm taking the Angels. I'm on the Angels. I'm riding the Angels. Okay. All right, Phillies, Diamondbacks, over-under of 7.5. Phillies minus 140. Diamondbacks plus 120. We've got to pick a winner in every game, so I will pick the Phillies. He'll just cancel out Gallen. We love Gallen. Cashed his last start, but Noel will cancel him out. I'll take Phillies,
Go.
and I'll take Phillies. Okay?
Yeah.
And then for you, obviously, your 2-unit bet of the day. You like Giants money line at plus 110, Padres minus 130 with an over/under of 7.5. I'll take the over 7.5, and yeah, I also like the Giants. I gave them out today as my dog of the day, one of them at least. So yeah, and you obviously like it. All right, so we count all the questions. We didn't call out Adrian's name or Michael's name or some other people's names or Daryl's, but we caught every comment that was in that chat asking about either money lines or over-unders there in rapid fire. That's why people love rapid fire. I get messages all the time. People loving rapid fire, so gladly do it for you guys. Love it myself. All right, cool. There it is.
Okay.
All right, so you got 2 bets. You're going to add Ray's. Get on over to hockeysquirrel.com. You can find that down in the video description. He may add some other things other than Ray's run line. Otherwise, guys, let's have us a nice Tuesday. Let's have us a nice Tuesday. Come back Wednesday, and let's crush Wednesday's slate too. That's how we're going to do it. All right, fellas.
Yeah, dude.
Have a good one.
Yeah, dude. All right. See ya.